From Las Vegas, Sandy Kastel and friends.
Welcome to Sandy Kastel and Friends, produced by Michael Leonetti. Sandy Kastel has been entertaining audiences for years on stage, screen, radio, and television. And for the next 60 minutes, she'll be talking with local and international performers, artists, authors, celebrities, and more, with special features like women in music and arts, shopping at Smith's, cooking with Chef Michael, and staying fit and fabulous forever. Now, let's bring on the host. Here is Sandy Kastel.
Good morning, and welcome to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael. It's August, Friday, the 15th. Oh my gosh. You know, this month and this year is just flying by, Chef Michael.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. Today's another day and another dollar for the Grossos.
Another day,
another dollar for that billionaire. No, I love Carl. I always talk about him every day. And we got, yesterday I was talking to Lou from the Tuscany out in Henderson.
The Tuscany Grill.
Yes.
Tuscany Grill, Italian restaurant over there on Eastern, yes.
Because we do a commercial, and Lou, and I said, that's the place for me. I said, well, you're singing in another Italian restaurant. Let me tell you something. I had 7 aunts, all right? 7 of them. They all cooked fabulous. My Aunt Mariette was terrific. My Aunt Lucy was great. My Aunt Nancy cooked the best polenta I've ever tasted. So, you know, there's a lot of great Italian restaurants in Las Vegas. There really are. And the Tuscany is one of them.
It's one of our favorites.
One of our favorites.
Along with Sienna's, yes.
And loving Lou and the gang, you know, and then we had the chef come down.
Well, you know, Jerry and Lou
Jerry's
and Mike, they're a great team over there. And, you know, I knew them from when they were over at Philip's Supper House over on West Sahara. And they were there for a long, long time. And,
104 years.
But they have been in their new location for like 11 years.
Yes, they have.
I hadn't realized it had been that long.
Well,
you know, like I said, time is just flying by.
Well, Lou really played that dirty trick on me. It was funny as hell. It was a few weeks ago.
Yeah, he did.
And people are coming up to Chef Mike, you know, thank you for the cheesecake.
And he's going, what cheesecake?
What the hell's going on? And Lou told us, and the place, there had to be, with no exaggeration, at least 100 people, if not more.
It was packed.
And people are coming up thanking me for the cheesecake. And I'm saying, what the hell did I do? Lou at the Tuscany told his waiters, give everybody dessert. Compliments on Chef Michael. And one thing about Lou, you know, he says, your money's no good here. And, you know, I like to spend money. Won't let me. So, Lou, I want you to know, no matter what we do, from radio to television,
wherever we go,
whatever we do, la 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 la.
And Jerry
with Carl Grosso,
and
he spends so much money, and Lisa's there to spend it too.
Hey, she's getting some new shoes this weekend.
Yes,
yes. As a matter of fact, we are going to go look at some new shoes this weekend, but we can't tell you where.
No, that's a secret. You can't. And Carl and I are going to
go look at some new golf clubs.
Golf clubs. You know, people ask me, Mike, you like sports? I want to be honest. The only thing that I really enjoy outside of singing and cooking is getting in, at 62 years old, getting into the ring and boxing and fighting. I don't know why.
What have you been boxing lately?
What's that? Oranges. At Smith's. But I got to say something, San. I'm glad you brought that up.
Well, okay.
I have a small little,
what do you
not
a
bone to pick, but it's called a courtesy.
Oh, no. A bone to pick.
It's called a courtesy. I'm at Smith's today.
Yeah?
And we all have cars, ladies and gentlemen. Trucks and vans and cars.
Yeah.
To some people, that's brand new to them. Remember when you were a kid, you get a used car and you say to your friend, hey, Jimmy, I just bought a new car. I bought a new car. I watched a guy today open the door, dink another guy's door, walk away.
Not even thinking anything of it.
Right? Not thinking anything of it. And I walked up to the guy, I said, excuse me, sir. I says, I noticed that you
dinged the car.
No, he says, I said, sir, I watched as you opened the door. I says, you should be a little bit more courteous. Leave a card. Now, I got a brand new Chrysler. I love Chrysler. All right? Paid over $50,000 for the C300.
Holy cow.
2 weeks ago, there was a dink, a little baby Dinky dink. Now, I'm one of them guys that are anal.
It was a dot.
It was a dot.
Not a
I
dink,
took
it
it
was
to
a dot.
Chrysler. It was $80 to take that little dot out.
All they had to do was pop it out.
Whatever it was.
Well,
You could
they use
hardly
one of those
see
little
it.
suction cups, and they
Right. Whatever that they do. But in my mind, it's brand new. I don't want no dinks. Then a guy comes out and he takes the stuff out of the car. out of the basket. Puts it in the car. Drives away. Leaves the basket in the middle of the parking lot. Now the thing starts to roll.
Oh,
Well,
no,
I get out of my
hate
car
that.
and I
hate that.
grab it. Now, there's no cars around. But let me tell you something, folks. Even though those carts are plastic, with enough memento, it will chip your car, it will dink your car. We love the cars. There's only two things the most expensive things that we buy in life is a house and a car. So respect that. Respect those other people.
Unless you're the Grossos.
Well, the Grossos, J. Paul Getty doesn't have anything on Carl. But the bottom line is when you open up your door, when you're in a parking lot, please, ladies and gentlemen, as a courtesy to yourself and to the guy that owns that car that's not in it, be careful when you get out.
Well,
Just a
it's
courtesy.
taking pride in what you have.
Yeah, right, exactly.
And being respectful
Right.
and courteous, And sometimes people are not always courteous.
And I mentioned lemons, too. When you go to Smith's, they're 69 cents a piece. Don't buy the big ones, folks, because you ain't going to get no juice out of them. Sandy wants her lemon juice every morning.
That's
so
right.
buy the smallest lemon you could find, because
Not the
that's got the
smallest.
most juice. Yes, honey.
Not the smallest. Sometimes they're really, really small.
Sandy, I'm telling you, that's got the most juice.
Really?
The thinner the rind.
Oh, because the
yes.
skin is thinner.
Yeah, what they do is it's organic, and then what they do is they whatever that they put in there, Miracle Grow, whatever, they make these gigantic lemons. You go, oh my God, look at the size of that lemon. It justifies 69 cents. But guess what? Try squeezing it. You can hit it with a sledgehammer. You ain't getting nothing out of it. You get those little baby lemons, and all of a sudden, you get a great.
What was that noise?
They do that. People do that all the time. People got to make a noise to make you understand.
Well, Chef Michael,
Yes, my
we've
love.
got a wonderful guest with us here today.
Who is here with us?
It's Ulysses.
Not Ulysses Grant.
Ulysses Borgia.
Oh, yes, he's Borgia,
Yes.
the opera singer.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
And you've been on the show before. Let's see. Let's stretch this out a little bit here.
Yes.
Get that up to you.
Am I okay?
Is that good over there?
Thank you.
Okay, and we want to say hi to John Stiles. Hi, John. How you doing?
Hey, John, how are you, buddy?
And
Hi,
Ryan.
pal.
Hi, Ryan. How are you?
And Ryan's here. Oh, it's Ryan.
And Ulysses, I know you said, I asked if if you had a song you wanted to play, and you said, no, Sandy, I just want to focus on talking about opera. But, maybe we'll twist your arm a little bit later and get you to do a little
Well,
something for us.
Ulysses, a few days ago, Sandy and I were performing
Yes.
at the Siena Tutoria.
Siena.
And we had Marco Varello. And then we had, who else? What was the kid's name that we're going to go see Saturday?
Daniel Emmett.
Daniel Emmett.
Yes.
Now, we got a show.
And he's
It's
like about 20 years old.
young kid.
No, 18, 20, 21, I don't know, somewhere in there.
I love the operatic vocalist. Always did, always will. And not Sandy, but a friend of mine said, Mike, you're crazy. You got a jazz show, place is packed, it's swinging. You want to put a couple guys sitting and doing opera? Marco Varello got a standing ovation, all right? And I told this kid, do Nessun Dorma. Because what happens with Italian arias, if they don't understand the melody, you're dead. You're going to lose the crowd. So a lady came up, she says, could somebody sing O Solo Mio?
Because language is very important anyway.
Yes.
Am I right?
Into the
So,
opera.
and those Italian songs, Arrivederci Roma.
Arrivederci Roma, it's more popular.
Right. People understand that melodic melody.
Folk song.
Well,
folk song.
they're familiar with it,
Right,
and that
exactly.
and that goes really, Michael. It really goes for all music.
Right.
People when they go to see and listen to music, what
Yes.
they want to do is they want to hum along or sing along. If you come out with songs, a lot of times a performer, that's got a history of
Yes.
all these hits, but then they want to do something new, and they'll sit there and do like all original songs. Nobody knows
Now,
them.
that's
Nobody
right.
knows
Nobody
them.
knows them.
Unfortunately, unless it's a writer's night.
That's why an opera singer has to do crossovers.
That's right.
Broadway and opera, and maybe some kind of ballads, from the 70s and
Yeah,
80s.
things that people are familiar with, even if
Yes.
they want to incorporate other things, So that's why I know you were talking to Marco and you said, do something that the crowd
Well,
knows.
the week
that they're
before
familiar
last,
with it,
he didn't bring Nessun Dorma. He did another aria, which was nice.
Which
and it
was beautiful.
Which was great,
Yes.
but it was polite
True,
applause. You know what polite applause means?
languages are very important for
Yes.
an opera singer to to come across. French, Italian, English. That's why we learn those languages.
And as Americans, if we don't understand the other language, we still want to feel that we understand the melody
You
or the
feel
melodic,
the emotions,
the emotion of the song.
You feel
right.
also the drama,
Yeah.
the emotions, and that for that contest you have a libretto.
Well, I went to see Luciano Pavarotti when he was at the Riviera about 30 years ago. And I paid $85 a ticket, and in my mind, I thought I had a front row seat. I actually had to buy binoculars. Seriously, Sam,
I met Pavarotti.
They were selling binoculars for $10.
Yeah.
That's how far back I was. I said I paid $85. The guy goes, "You want to pay $2,500? Will you stick him up your ghoul?" I said, "But right now, that's what you're looking at."
Well, that was Pavarotti.
Well, anyway, he does a whole thing. But at the end of the show, Sam, he starts singing "O Solo Mio,"
Yes.
"Arriva da Cima," and the
to
audience
build the audience up. So what he
they went
does is
crazy.
he uses those other songs
Absolutely.
throughout
You can
the
sing
middle
anything.
of the song. Right.
When you have a technique.
Middle of the show, yeah.
And his voice was traveling, right? Even though you were far away.
Luciano, he was
Traveling,
great.
yeah.
But
His
Mario
voice was
Lanza was one of my,
across, right?
Claudinoville. Now he was great when it comes from the Italians.
Claudio Villa.
Claudinoville, right?
Claudio Villa, he was a popular singer here that this operatic voice, magnificent voice, Granata, no? Granata.
You said you're not singing. Don't break the thing.
Now that was an example.
I have the desert voice
that is
this
not
morning.
considered singing. That was an example, a technique. Yes.
Well, technique is very important. We
Well,
constantly study.
technique.
You are a singer. We constantly searching for the perfect sound, investigate a new sound. We constantly study. We're just like astronauts.
Being Napolitan, my favorite Italian
Napolitan.
singer was Jimmy Rosselli. Jimmy Rosselli. Timmy. Now people say, "Who's that?" Ladies and gentlemen, he's got a couple more albums. But he sang. But Napolitan. I'm going to say something to you in English. So for the people that are out there,
yes, I can say.
And then I want you to say it in your language. Now, me and I'm ready to say Fabio. You know what I'm going to call him that. Me and what's his name? Ulysses.
Yes.
We're both Italians. Now, he has purple feet.
Siamo
I
tutti e
don't.
due italiani.
Right.
Italiani.
He was born in Italy.
See, in a small town called Acquasanta, holy water, like 200 miles from Rome.
All right. Now I'm going to say something in English, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm going to translate it in Italian, and then he's going to say the same thing in his language. Now remember, we're both Italians, but I'm Napolitan.
Would you like a Napolitan or Italian?
No, your own. So this is what I'm going to say. I want to thank you for being nice to me. You'll always be my friend for what you've done for me. Let me say that again. I want to thank you for being nice to me. You will always be my friend for what you've done for me. Now, this is how I would say it in Italian, Napolitan style, Philadelphia. Non ci scordate, sarò di sempre una tua amica per quello che ha fatto per me. What you've done for me. Now, I want you to do the same thing.
Io voglio ringraziarti sempre per quello che hai fatto per me e ti sarò sempre amico.
Now, see, it sounds completely different. So when I was in Italy, they didn't know a damn thing I was saying. And I said, I got to go to the bathroom. Somebody sent me to a pizzeria. Somebody sent
Saremo sempre amici.
Well, are you third generation or second?
Third. My grandmother was born in it. My grandmother was from Napoli. They're from Napolitans. They're from Naples. And my father's family was from Sicily. You got two. Now them days, my grandmother's days, if you were Napolitan, you had to marry somebody from Naples. You were Calabrese, you married a Calabrese
very
girl.
tight into the, very traditional.
Right, very traditional.
I agree.
Then things changed, and then the Napolitans mixed with the Calabrese, and the Calabrese mixed with
my God.
I don't know if they mix
How
Calabrese
awful.
with Napolitan, but
well, no, I'm talking about marriages. I'm talking about the marriages. When the marriages, that's what I'm talking about.
Combined marriages.
La combine, right. So what happened?
Sicilian also, Sicilian.
Exactly. Now, my generation is I married out of my race totally. I married a tutto americano. I married an American girl.
Americano.
I think I've lost control of the show. But if you're just tuning in now and you wonder what the heck is going on, then you're tuning in to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael, and you never know what to expect here.
That's right.
But we are going to take a brief pause for our special sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Yeah, hold on, folks. Don't hang up. I want to talk to you.
Everybody's a winner. This is Sandy Kastel and Friends. Here again, your host, Sandy Kastel.
Hi, and welcome back to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael. This must be Italian Day.
Yes, it is. And I feel good. It's about time you're praising my people.
Well, we're going to learn a little bit about the Italian language, too, because before we went on break, Michael was saying, I want to thank you for what you've done for me. Don't forget, you will always be my friend for what you have done for me. And we've got a friend of ours on the phone right now, Michael.
Who is it?
It's Flurry.
No, not Flurry with the
Hi,
ink
Flurry.
spots.
How are you, Flurry?
You know, you guys are the best. I call in because I want to encourage you to keep up the good work. You have a fresh sound. You have a very lively attitude, very refreshing. I'll help you with the TV show when that happens.
Cool.
And look, let me tell you one thing. The lemons, Michael is right. There are two kinds of lemons. The big ones are called salad lemons, and the little ones are called juice lemons. And Michael is right. You get the little one, and there's a ton of juice in the little one.
Yes. So, well, what do you use the solid ones for?
I don't know. I've never
Garnish.
seen lemons in a salad.
Yeah, garnish.
Huh?
Garnish. They
Martinis.
use it as a garnish.
Oh, yeah, you're right. And also the oranges. When you go to get oranges and you see the real ugly skin,
Yes.
don't run because those are the juice oranges. Oh, my God, they have tons of good sweet juice.
Now, Flurry, I'm glad you brought that up because if you ever go to Smith's or really Albertsons or Vons,
What do you mean? He
everybody
goes
has
every
it.
day.
I know, but I'm saying there's a meat, and a part of the meat department, if you go down the end, they have meat that's maybe a day old or 2 days old, and what they do is they reduce it. Now, let me explain something to you, and I want everybody out in Radio Land to listen to Chef Michael. Today, when you look at something red, all right, you look at meat and you say it's red, you go, oh my God, that looks good. Then you get a piece of steak and it's dark. It's been there for 2-3 days. You go, oh my God, I don't want that. It was normally, let's say it was a New York steak at $13.95. They got it reduced to $6.50. Look at the marble inside that steak. The darker the steak, ladies and gentlemen, the more tender it is. It is aged.
Aha.
And that's the problem with society today. If you see chickens, or you look at a chicken, they're not. If you ever get a fresh chicken and you pluck it, it's not yellow. It's all dyed. Ground meat, it's dyed. They put the stuff in to make the
He's right.
look. It's
You're
what-
right.
Yeah.
You're
So do
absolutely
yourself
right.
a favor. Go down to that end at Smith's. They got some great reductions on roasts, hams, steak, prime rib. Unbelievable
And
what they got.
obviously, when it's past the date, they're going to take it off the shelf, so you don't have to worry about it.
Well,
You
that's
know.
what we
Exactly.
hope.
Yeah,
But
so-
I'm telling
that's
you,
what we hope.
the darker
They
the
do,
color
they
of the
do.
meat, and look at the marble, you'll see it. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, that steak, you can cut it with a butter knife. Don't
Well,
make the
you know
mistake
what,
of paying
Michael,
premium
you-
price.
Michael is absolutely right because if you go to get an expensive steak and you follow it from the cow all the way in, you'll see when they age the steak, it gets the tenderness
Yes.
and the flavor, and they absolutely age those steaks. Now, you don't want an old chicken.
That's right. But also, even you go to some restaurants, even Whole Foods, they have that where they have a whole age section.
Now
and then a lot of restaurants you go and you say, well, this is an aged steak, and it actually does have a different taste, too.
does, more flavor, but let
yeah,
me say
and they
before I
actually
go.
charge more, Flurry. They charge more for it in
Yeah,
the
I know,
restaurant.
right?
And
Yes.
Flurry, since you said old chicken, I'm going to say it to you in Italian, and I'm going to make Ulysses translate it. Let's see if you understand.
Okay.
Gallina vecchia fu buon brodo.
Okay, you talk.
I'll say it again.
In English or in Italian?
No, just translate it.
Gallina vecchia fa buon brodo.
Yeah, gallina vecchia.
Gallina
vecchia.
vecchia.
What does that mean in English?
It's an old
Chicken.
chicken makes a good broad.
Right, so
Makes a good broad.
Bro, I'm sorry, my accent, bro.
Oh, broth.
Bro, no, bro.
when I was
Broad.
An old chicken makes a good
When I
broad.
was about 20,
Maybe it does.
when I was about 22 years old, I went out
Bro.
with a girl. She was 40. I was 20. She had 20 years on me, but she was in her prime. And my Uncle Frank said, Mikey, Gianda, yes, the wild. He said, who is this? I said, I like it. It's my girlfriend. How old is she? I said, 41. And he said, Gallina vecchia fu buon brodo.
Yes.
Which means an old chicken.
chicken makes a good broad.
It's we're right over Sandy's head, everybody.
It did.
Funny.
Before I go,
Yes, Flurry.
We're
Yes.
talking about Italian singers. One of my favorites, and I'm going to see if you guys are really
Okay.
on your toes, Michael. If you know this guy, marvelous voice, beautiful material. I've loved him for 20, 30 years. Sergio Franchi.
He was the best.
Sergio Franchi.
Sergio. He had a voice that was so magnificent. That is one of my favorite
Was
singers.
he a tenor? He's a tenor?
Yes, he was phenomenal.
Okay.
And I'm
Yeah,
gonna
he
tell you,
sang a lot here in Las Vegas. Yes, yeah.
And
back in the 70s and 80s, he was very.
And
It
you
was
know-
in 80s.
I remember Mario
70s.
Lanza. Mario Lanza was my favorite.
Mario Lanza.
And my
Yeah, I
teacher,
love
my
him
ex-teacher
also.
that died, unfortunately, baritone Giuseppe Taddei. He sang Maria Callas
Well, you
and also
know,
the Metropolitan Theater.
when I was in school, I was trained as a bass singer, believe it or not.
A bass?
I sang bass.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And, but the bass never got the girl, so when I got out of school, I started making my voice.
Can I hear your voice?
higher.
La voce, un poco di voce. Can I hear your voice a little bit?
sing, sing
no,
one
no,
bar.
It's not bass.
One bar, eh?
He says,
It's now.
he says
old
those
gray
days
man
are
or
gone.
It's not bass now. It's I sing like baritone and tenor.
Now, what
You
now,
want bass.
is bass the lower one, lower than
The
the
lower
other
one.
Yes, the bass is slower. I have,
Is
and
that,
low
is that
F.
kind of like that guy that
You
was
want an
on
example? You want an
My
example?
song was Bells
Want
of
an
the Sea.
example?
Oh, he's going to give Flurry. He's going to give us an example of a bass.
Yes,
Sempre
it's my,
ancora sopra l'altare.
The audience is going wild. When you did that, the lady in the bathroom went, thank God, I just went.
So it's a high F from the Inquisitore
right.
Don Carlo, the Inquisitor Don Carlo.
From the high
Yeah.
F
From the high F to low F.
to low
You
F.
have to have the low F to be a bass, of course.
yeah.
And you have a beautiful color anyway, but I'm talking on the phone. Mike.
Great. Well, anyway, I'm going to let you guys
That was
go
a
and,
compliment, Flurry. Did you hear what he said? He said you have a beautiful voice by talking
Yes,
on the
I
phone.
said,
Yes,
thank you.
yeah.
We, you know, the Ink Spots, when we go out as headliners, of course, you were saying earlier about the choice of material. You gotta do, now, you know, we want to put younger songs in there because, of course, the Ink Spots, we go back to the 30s and
Sure.
like that. So we put Temptations and younger songs. But what I'm getting, when people come to see the Ink Spots, they want to hear Gypsy. They want to hear If I Didn't Care. They want to hear the songs that makes their hearts tingle. You know what I mean?
That's
they
right.
They want to hear those songs. And so we supply them, and they love them, and we have a good time whenever we go out.
That's great. That's great. Well, thank you, Flurry, for
Thank you,
calling
Flurry.
in. We really appreciate it. And looking forward to seeing you next Wednesday night at Sienna's
Yeah,
Authentic
yeah.
Italian Trattoria.
All right.
Thank you,
Take
Flurry.
care,
God
guys.
bless you, buddy.
Thank you. Have a great day.
A shout out to our very dear friend Robert Turner with Carrot Bars. Bobby, we can't thank you enough for all the support that you give Sandy and I, and the 35 people that you brought
On Wednesday night.
on Wednesday night.
Oh
I
my
love
gosh,
that gang, and I
yes.
apologize that I had to stick them all the way in the back. That I'm very,
Well,
very
that's the only
sorry.
place we had enough
no room.
big table for them, you know.
Unbelievable.
And you know what we're finding, folks, is that it's really important to make a reservation at Sienna's. Every Wednesday we are here at Sienna's Authentic Italian Trattoria. Actually, it's Sienna's Italian Authentic Trattoria. And we're doing a special edition of Jazz and Cocktails with featured guests Michael Leonetti,
Right.
Jimmy Molador, fabulous saxophonist, David DaCosta, incredible singer, and more, with Chad Michaels on piano, Spider on bass, and Joey Vespi on drums, who
Right.
used to be with Louis Prima. And of course, seating begins at 6:30, or
Yeah, six
you know,
or
some
6:30,
people
yeah.
like to come earlier to eat dinner.
Well, who wants to eat at 8
don't-
o'clock at night?
So don't worry about it. You know, if you want to come at 6 and have dinner, just let them know that you're coming to see the Sandy Kastel and Friends show with Chef Michael. And so seating begins around 6:30, 7, and showtime is 8 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. And you need to call 702-360-3358 for reservations. That's 702-360-3358, and make reservations and tell them that Sandy and Chef Michael sent you. That's the Sienna's Italian Authentic Trattoria, and that's 9500 West Sahara, just west of Fort Apache. And you know what's amazing, Chef Michael, is that a lot of people came by and they said, normally we go on Thursday nights and see Kent Foote, which is they put on a great show there.
His son's
too.
doing a show.
They have a what?
His son Ken's going to be doing a show there. Jimmy Finger.
Anyway, Kidfoot had celebrated his birthday last night.
92. God bless him. God bless that guy.
It was the 20th anniversary of his 23rd birthday. He told me. Anyway, they had a big crowd there, and I have to apologize, Kent. I was so exhausted from the past couple of days. I went to sleep at 4 o'clock in the afternoon and didn't wake up until midnight.
She didn't want to get you a
gift.
But
I heard the party was fabulous and you had a great time. But so Kentfoot's there on Thursday nights. But normally, people drive by. They know that there's the Thursday night thing, and then they are driving by on Wednesdays, and all of a sudden they're seeing a crowd the last few weeks, and they're going, "What's all these cars doing there?"
Well, one thing about
that was really good English. What are all these cars doing there? So we've getting a lot of people that are coming in that are seeing the show for the very first time there at Sienna's, and we want to thank everybody that's been coming out, our friends, our fans, and also the new people that are coming in and being introduced to Sienna's and the wonderful deli and bar and restaurant that they have there.
If you want to dance and you want to have a great time, Ken's got one of the best dance bands.
Oh my gosh, yes.
He does like Hang On, Sloopy, Hang On.
They do a variety.
They do a variety of stuff, and it's a lot of fun. Our thing's a little bit different. What we do is a show. It's a whole show of what
it's
Vegas.
It's kind of like a show band.
It's a show band. It's a completely different thing that, because we got the acts. It's a whole completely different. So you get the best of both worlds because you're not coming back seeing the same thing.
Right, exactly.
That's what's nice. And one thing I want to thank is Giancarlo. I love Giancarlo. This
and
guy.
Jackie, don't forget Jackie. I mean, oh my gosh, she manages and she takes care of everything. Makes sure that everything runs smoothly.
She's got 9 kids. God bless that girl. 9.
Oh my gosh,
9 children.
I doubt that.
What's nice about Giancarlo is that he gives everybody an opportunity, and there's really not that many places left. They'll go with 2-piece bands, 3-piece band.
Right.
This guy put out some serious money, especially for us to go in there.
And also he has different things, different nights.
Of course.
And the thing of it is it changes sometimes. I think Red Velvet is there on Fridays and Saturdays now, but we're talking about maybe doing something special on a Saturday once a month out there with bringing some special performers in, and also I think Tuesday nights are doing something with models and a band
once he takes the wall down, because he's with the bar.
Brings the wall down.
For all the people that went to Sienna's, he has a wall with the bar. He's taking that whole section down.
That's right.
So now
and making the bar bigger, like it's a whole U. A U bar.
So now you got 150 people that can see the show.
Yeah.
He's going to build a stage, put a lighting thing in, and it's really, really nice. And I was so happy we just signed the 275-year contract. And I'll be there when I'm 97. No, I'm only teasing you. But we want to thank you. And a quick shout out to Alex Yanko.
Yes.
Okay, from
Hi,
Everyday Home Improvement. Let me tell you, folks, you want to get something done to your home, this guy's the best. You call him at 702-350-5054. That's 702-350-5054. Alex Yanko, great
tell
carpenter.
Him we sent you because,
tell him we sent you.
He's, in fact, he just got a new shipment of marble in and granite.
Oh, my God.
I saw some of that, and it's absolutely beautiful. I wish I would have had some of that when I was building the house over in Canyon Gate.
Thank God I didn't know you then.
Alex, well, marble and granite is, that's the new thing in homes and everything. Everybody has a countertop, and what are they putting on it? Granite or marble? So anyway, it's great. So Alex Yanko, be sure and check him out. And of course, Robert, we've got a lot of great friends at Shallow over at Cafe de Cebu.
What happened to her?
Over on Flamingo.
We haven't heard from
her. What do you mean?
What? Birdie.
I know, Shallow. How come you haven't called?
Yes.
Are we getting desserts this morning?
Oh my God, I didn't have it. She's so sweet.
She had a wonderful dessert she brought to us. Remember, she had the fried bananas with the something fruit. What was that fruit called? Oh,
what was it? You took the whole damn thing home, John.
It was so good. And then also she brings us that the purple yam cheesecake.
Oh, is that good?
But anyway, if you're just tuning in now, you're listening to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show, and we are here with Ulysses Borgia.
Sounds great.
That was not Ulysses. But anyway, and he is our special guest today. And we're going to be talking more about opera and its influence in the community. So we'll be right back after a message from our sponsors.
731-1230. Pick up the phone and call. I miss you guys.
Way to start your day. This is Sandy Kastel and Friends. Here again, your host, Sandy Kastel.
Hi, Hi, and welcome back to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show. I was just texting Alex Yanko right now because he just sent me something. He said, yeah, he's got all that new marble in there, and it's absolutely wonderful. And he said, thanks for the plug. So, where's Chef Michael? Did we lose him to the water? He went out to the water fountain. I know. So anyway, Ulysses, while he's gone and you're taking a sip of water,
go ahead,
take a sip of water. Yeah, go ahead. I know, singing those high notes sometimes can parch your throat. But while you're drinking that, I want to remind everybody, all the ladies out there, if you're interested in being part of the Staying Fit and Fabulous Forever program, please contact me at 702-348-5707. That's 702-348-5707. Or you can email me at stayfitandfabulousforever@gmail.com. That's stayfitandfabulousforever@gmail.com. And we are going to be filming pretty soon. We're going to be filming segments for that show coming up, and we're going to be airing in September. I just found out last night. I'm so excited. Yeah, and in fact, we are going to be filming the cooking segments with Giancarlo over at Sienna's Italian Authentic Trattoria, and he said that he's going to be doing some baking also, not just the cooking, of the regular meals, but also some baking, because he does a fabulous job. And if you go to the deli there, you will see a lot of baked goods and these cheesecakes. Oh my gosh, I picked up 4 of them, for the time when we did Michael's birthday party, and those were the first things that got eaten before anything else. I mean, they were gone in like a minute. So anyway, you got to check that out at Sienna's. And also, be sure and give me an email, send me an email if you're interested in being part of our program. We are going to do things like Pilates, we're going to do dance class, jazz dance class, we're going to do salsa dance classes, we're going to have golf lessons, and do some like little golf tournaments and things like that. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So I hope that you contact me for that. Hi, Chef Michael. What are you doing eating in the middle of the show?
Well, I wanted a piece of bagel. I bring him in. I want some. I was with John Lindquist.
Where did you get those bagels? Smith's. Well,
where's Durango? It's the only place to go.
Where's the lox and cream cheese and the sliced onions? The red onions. Oh yeah, you got to slice them real thinly.
No, I'm not one
that's
for
the way
that.
I like them.
I like the lox though. I really do.
Oh yeah.
We're going to Nan's.
I know, we're going to Nan's on the 24th. Yeah,
I can't wait. They make a gefilte fish.
Nan, yes.
Her mother's so sweet, and her mother-in-law and father-in-law and her husband.
I know. They came out to the last WEMA event.
They are wonderful people.
They did the fashion show. Remember, White House Black Market?
You're right.
And they are our sponsors.
We've been
so
very fortunate,
to
Sandy. Very fortunate. I've been very fortunate. You know what I mean? To really meet some nice people. Because years ago, everybody, especially when you get famous and you get up there, or if you're like a president of a hotel or you're a big attorney, everybody wants to sit at your table. Everybody wants something from you. But I had the opportunity. I really had the opportunity. I was very blessed. And I watched the movie It's a Wonderful Life with George Bailey.
Yes.
And that movie was way before its time, because there were a lot of meetings behind that.
Oh, yeah.
When he says to Clarence, he said, George, you really did have a wonderful life. I had the opportunity to really see how much I was loved by people years ago.
Yeah.
And I really wasn't loved at all. Seriously, I was used. You know what I mean?
A lot of times,
a lot of people it happens.
It's the same old story. There's a song about that. Them that's got shall get, them that's not shall have. So the Bible says. Anyway, God bless the child, and it's really true.
It is.
A lot of times, when you've got all this money, or you've got this fame, or you're on stage, or you're in the public eye. It's not really all about money. It's just about being in the public eye and being popular. A lot of times, you do get friends around you or people around you that are looking, to get something from you. But we have been so lucky, because the kind of people that are coming into our circle, Michael, are just amazing.
They are.
The Pascals, the Pirco and Jolet, Robert Turner, Alex Yanko, the Grossos, of course, and, a lot of great people, Cece Spencer, Robert Gordy Jr., Monique. They're coming into our circle, and they're not just coming around when we're doing something. They're coming around when they say, hey, let's get together and do something else, or why don't you guys come over and do this with us, or why don't you be involved with what we're doing?
How about Bill Tanner? Bill's wonderful, his wife, wonderful people, and
Robert and Carolyn.
I was thinking of Robin Williams,
Eloise and Tom.
Yes, I was thinking of Robin Williams. God rest his soul. Here's a kid.
Oh, had everything.
Had millions.
Everything.
The guy from Soul Train, Cornelius. He had $3 million in the bank, and he killed himself. With $3 million in the bank.
I don't know why.
Right.
Obviously something, must have been very tragic in their lives,
Exactly.
that they did that. And also we've lost a lot of young folks. And that's why it's so important for Chef Michael and I to give back to the community as much as we can. And
That's
we
right.
do it through a lot through WEMA, nonprofit 501c3 organization, women and men in music and arts. And Ulysses,
Hi.
I'm so glad that you are, joining us and teaming
Thank
up with
you.
us for
Appreciate it.
events. Because what is happening is all of these artists, and authors and writers, they're coming together, and and then also our friends and family and fans even are coming together, donating to the WEMA Scholarship Fund. And what we do with this is we give out scholarships. In the last few months, we've given out a scholarship to the Italian opera performance
Right.
experience that went over to Italy. They took a team of like 14 people, new artists, and they got to experience firsthand living in Italy and
Yes.
learning that language inside and out. And then we to the Nevada Ballet, and of
Whoa.
course they have a student, that they help, and they give
How
them a
about
scholarship.
the UCLA?
And UNLV, the jazz program over there,
Gave them
with
$1,000.
David Loeb, and it's not really a matter of how much we give. The fact is, it's not everybody needs a little help
To encourage them.
for books. The music books, the instruments that they need to get. So $50 or $500 or $100, whatever, all amounts help, and we appreciate everybody that goes to WIMAFoundation.org. That's WIMA Foundation.org, and make a donation. Please, we welcome you, and no amount is too small or too large, because a dollar goes a long way when it adds up and you've got thousands of people coming together.
Ask Carl Grosso.
That's
He
right.
could shave a buck
And
like you would not believe.
you know how when we go to the grocery store and you get your change back. And the other day I went somewhere and it was $1.99 or whatever. I gave $2 and I got my penny back. I said, you know what those pennies add up? Those nickels and dimes and quarters. It all adds up, and it can help support the arts in our community by going to WIMAFoundation.org. Please, we help you. We encourage you to support the arts in our community and help us give scholarships to young artists in our community.
That's wonderful. Really.
Oh, you're speechless.
No, I was going to say something. I was waiting.
It was
being courteous.
meditating, maybe.
I am done.
It's a funny thing.
Meditating.
I was always
He's
asked
being
to do.
courteous.
I was always
Are you
asked-
making a reference there?
Can't say
being
a friggin' word
courteous?
today.
No, are you making a reference there about people who are courteous and use common sense
That's right.
and be courteous
And that's what I
to
did.
other people?
Well,
That's very nice.
I'm going to keep quiet now.
Go ahead. I'm going to be courteous.
No, don't be courteous. No, I was saying that I was always wanted to do a tour as a speaker. A motivational speaker. And motivational speakers, what the hell these guys are going to talk about? When you're behind in your
Their
mortgage.
personal experience.
When you're behind in your mortgage, you can't pay your electric bill. You got bills up the yang. You got your ex-wife wants alimony. People turn around and they lose what they got inside their heart.
That's right.
Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. I said this before. I'm going to say it again. Not everybody out there is perfect. If you're looking for that perfect friend, he does not exist. You're looking for the perfect wife, she's not there. The perfect husband, the perfect mother-in-law, father-in-law, mom, dad. People are people. You know what I mean? Don't judge anybody out there. Look within yourself, and if you look at people with your heart, you will see that individual in a different light.
Speaking of people, we
Yes.
have Fernando on the phone.
Fernando!
Yes,
Fernando!
Hello, Fernando.
Fernando!
Happy Friday, guys.
Hey,
Thank
what's
you.
up, buddy?
Hey, I want to say
Chorus.
congratulations on your 80th show today.
Thank you.
And how ironic the 80th show matches Chef Mike's age.
Oh, thanks, but you're right. I'm 80, and I'm proud to be 80. I'm handsome for 80.
That's right. He boasts about it all
That's
the time.
right. I'm as sexy as a Spanish olive with his pimento hanging out.
I just wanted to let you know I donated a microwave oven to Salvation Army this morning.
Oh,
That was-
thank you
thank you.
so much.
Thank you for telling us that. That's right. And ladies and gentlemen, just like what this nice, wonderful gentleman done, whatever you got in your house, instead of throwing it away, I'm telling you something, because I shop there. I'm not kidding. I take a look all the time. Give the people what they got. If you don't
That's
fit,
right.
you can't get your clothes no more, give it to them.
That's
you
right.
got glasses, cups. You say, nah, throw them out. Don't throw them out, because there's somebody out there that could use that. So, Fernando, for doing that, give us your number. I'm going to send you 2 complimentary show tickets. We got the Beatles. We got Mark Savard. We got percussion. We got country music.
Jeff
Savilico. So I'm not going to give him 2 tickets. I'm going to give him 4.
Okay, great.
How's that sound to you, son? So give us the address.
Thank you so much.
Give my what do you call it? What's the kid's name over here?
Ryan.
Give our engineer your address, and I will personally today put 4 show tickets for you to take your guests to go see it. These tickets are $75 each. It's on us. Thank you, Fernando, for being so nice. God bless you, and may you have a wonderful day.
And thank you for donating to the Salvation Army.
Thank you so much, son.
We appreciate it.
See what I mean? See,
Salvation Army, Leslie comes on, Leslie Rogers.
Love Leslie.
And she's so wonderful. She's their public relations person over there. And they've been doing the fundraiser for raising money for water and for canned goods, things that people can use. But water, especially during the heat that we're going through right now, and the humidity. We've even had humidity out there last week. I mean, we were playing golf on Wednesday, Cindy and Lisa and I, and it was humid. And, you're sitting there sweating, and you're thinking, what is somebody dealing with that's out on the concrete, the hard concrete downtown? They need water.
Ricky Cash.
Aaron Phillips.
2 of the nicest guys you ever want to meet in your life. What Vegas Unwrapped. I got to say, everybody out there, that we are so proud that have these guys a part of our team.
I know.
Because I'm going to tell you something. And this is just my opinion. Okay, and I say this with a humble heart. Sandy, not because I love you, but because you know how critical I am with everything. You are the best. There's nobody on TV today.
What?
And it goes for Oprah Winfrey. I'm serious. You are absolutely the epitome when it comes to doing talk shows, vocalizing. Because I'm telling you something, Merv Griffin made it on a talk show.
Come on, I'm blushing now.
No, I'm serious. You did great. And Ricky Cash and Aaron Phillips, these 2 nice guys, I'm telling you, they're at Sienna's, and when they're done interviewing with these people, because I'm not there, I'm singing, I always get a tremendous compliment by them. So you guys are doing great. People love you, and I was watching what you've done, and you're doing an absolutely marvelous job.
That's right, and thank you, Ricky and Aaron, for helping us out and being part of our Sienna's evening on Wednesday nights over at Sienna's Italian Authentic Trattoria.
Yes.
If you're just tuning in now, you're listening to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael, and we've got Ulysses Borgia here, and I've got to ask him, some questions about, the opera effect on our community. Mm-hmm. So come right back. We'll be right back after a message from our sponsors.
A radio show that's fun. This is Sandy Kastel and Friends. Here again, your host, Sandy Kastel.
Hi, and welcome back to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael. We've got Ulysses Borgia here. And we were just talking, it's so important in Las Vegas. We have a unique thing here in Las Vegas. It's called Vegas Throat. And even Barbara Streisand didn't come back for 20 years until they paid her $10 million, of course, but to come back to the MGM and open it up. But, she really didn't want to come back to Vegas because of Vegas Throat. Tell us, how does an opera singer prepare their voice when they're hit with this dry weather here? What do they do?
My suggestion, first of all, for me, I'm not going to the sun a lot. I'm stay on the shades constantly. Sorry. And also, I take special care of my voice with ginger. I take gingers.
Ginger is very good for the voice.
The root. Then also supplements, lots of water, and meditation helps, of course. Most of us stay in the shades to avoid the sun, for me, and.
Well, it is kind of hard to avoid the sun.
Good sleep is very important. Going to the gym and stay practically healthy, and because the opera career is very demanding, and you need good sleep. You need to be a student forever. It's like you're an astronaut.
Well, when you use your voice and your body is, your body really is your temple. Everything that we do with our body is important. People take it for granted.
Yes.
They do things that don't help, like staying up late and screaming and yelling at games. names.
If you have a gig,
and
if you have a
it's going to happen
concert.
sometimes. But if you overall are incorporating these good techniques, you are going to help your voice a lot.
You've got technique in the opera in any undertaking.
And your emotional
rock,
attitude. You mentioned, yes, meditating.
You have to control your emotions when you sing, because your emotion can get away from the technique. So you have to control your emotions, bringing the voice in a round. Round means the sound is so rounded, and the breathing is very important also, with lungs and breathing well. For me, singing is a mantra.
But you know what? As a singer, I mean, I've seen you perform. You're very active and you move a lot. So it's not like you're just, sometimes we see opera and it's like standing there.
No, I try
in
to
one
bring
position.
the character actually.
So you have to learn how to breathe in all kinds of different positions and stuff too.
You have to be
properly.
control and you have to play the character. When I move around, I'm presenting the character. I know people, they need to know the language, Italians,
Yes, yes.
But that's why I sing.
What about mentoring? How important is mentoring when you're a young opera singer starting out?
Mentoring is very important. Somebody can really understand what you can do vocally, knowing your voice, what you can do also yourself. You have to know what you can do, what you cannot do. So a mentor or a teacher, that would be great. Mentor you in all aspects of this beautiful career, actually, and demanding, I would say. And that will make a difference. Financially, it's very demanding.
So are there any organizations here in Las Vegas where young opera singers can join?
Well, it's a good question. That's a good question. Maybe you can help me with that.
No. You said I had to challenge you, so there you go.
We will try to find those organizations that can really help the youngster in college, because there's beautiful.
Isn't there an opera group here that can?
There are a few opera groups there and there, but we need more encouragement for this beautiful artistry.
Yes.
That even New York City, they're having problem right now on the Met.
Really?
I auditioned for the Met as a principal, actually, and they let me sing 2 arias. It means you do pretty well, because they can stop you in a
anytime after 16 bars.
They can say next 16 bars, So yes, in Nevada, Las Vegas, we need to have people that have an interest in youngster to develop maybe a dream kind of an opera house on the right into the street. That would be great.
Wouldn't that be nice to have an opera house here?
That's my dream.
Michael.
But that's my dream. Michael.
Michael, where are you?
Michael.
Do you know Mark Thompson?
Yes.
Yes, yeah, and he works with he teaches, and also he does a lot of things, and he's the one that took the students over for the opera experience.
Wow, that's fantastic.
And he is a wonderful mentor, and I know you could be a wonderful mentor. You have a Facebook page.
Yes, I think I like talents. I like people, and I like to encourage. For me as an artist, it doesn't matter if I'm famous or not. I like to encourage others, because the artist belongs to the world. It belongs to to this fantastic world right now, a little challenged. Don't you think so?
I do think so, and I think like you said, as a songwriter, yes. I'm a songwriter also, and as a singer, but as a song, like when you write a song, yes. you write it and you put it out there in the world. Mm-hmm. Nobody knows what's going to happen with it. You kind of release it to the world.
Yes.
When you make a recording, you
yes.
release it to the world. You really yes. don't know what impact it's going to have on other people.
Absolutely.
And when you're singing opera or any kind of performing, you have an effect on people.
Well, you do. For me, it's a spiritual experience. For me, it's like painting, singing. Like a classical landscape. Caravaggio. Have you ever seen a Caravaggio painting?
Yes, I do. I have one in my house.
You like me, Michael. Sei fortunato. Io lo voglio.
Well,
I want that.
You know what? I so enjoy you being on the show, Ulysses, and I'd love to have you back on again. Maybe.
In about a year.
I'm leaving. I'm going to Rome and Paris.
Oh, that's right. That's right. But you're going to be back.
Yes.
You're only going to be gone for what, a month or so?
For a month. I'm going to have a gig in Rome, my concert. I'm doing Viva Las Vegas on Sunday.
Viva Las Vegas.
See, I'm going to sing one classic from Moody Blues.
Okay, great.
Nice in white.
That's not opera. That's
but a crossover, a little surprise crossover.
I was with John Lindquist.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he keeps asking me for my autograph. I don't know why.
Okay, well, if you're just tuning in now, you're listening to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show, and our guest was Ulysses Borgia, and you can find him on Facebook. That's Ulysses Borgia, and of course, go to our Facebook, and you can find out all the the information about what Michael was saying in Italian and how it translated
Yeah.
into English. So we will see you Monday morning here on KLAV, 12:30 a.m. Have a great weekend, and we look forward to seeing you again.
Ciao.
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 Ciao.